Well, today we are going to show you Davis Wade Stadium. It is the second oldest on-campus stadium, only second to Bobby Dodd at Georgia Tech, and it was built in 1914. It was originally Scott-built, which we still have, and then Davis Wade was built around it, so it has been in this location since 1914.
Hey guys, so we're on the field at Davis Wade right now, or not on the field, but like on the side of the field. So Davis Wade Stadium was originally built to have 20,000 seats. Now it has 61,337. It was renovated
2014.
In 2014. So in 2014 it added the north end zone, which added 8,000 new seats. And the field here, you can't really see it properly because it's covered by turf and stuff. But the grass we make on the field is called Mississippi Pride grass, and we literally engineer it in agriculture. We engineer it specifically here just for our football field, so some high quality grass.
Okay, so if we continue walking down, it's basically like a sidewalk, we reach our memorial for all of our live mascots. And our first mascot, Ptolemy, is actually buried on the 50-yard line on this field. And our current live mascot is Jack.
Hey, so we're still right next to the Bully Monument, but we're going to point out real quick that somewhere on this walk from the entrance to the inside of the building and stuff, you want to talk about the scoreboards. So right here on my left, we have the south side scoreboard, which is the first scoreboard built here. And when it was built, it was the largest scoreboard in the nation, like square footage wise. But then Auburn, I believe, built a larger one. So then we built another one over behind me, which is the north side scoreboard. So now we have the largest total square footage of scoreboard or video board in the nation, and we still have that today. And then right over here behind the south scoreboard, we have the M Club, which is where athletic alumni, like people that played football or basketball, whatever the sport is, when they played here and did well, they're well known or whatever, they can come over here and watch games from the M Club. We're currently standing on the home sideline. The visitor sideline is across the field over there. The student section is over here on the north side of the stadium, and
The band.
And the band is like on the right a little bit of the in section 16 over there, like right next to the student section. In usual games.
Yeah, pre-COVID.
Yeah.
So after you give all of your facts on the outside portion, you can then go inside the stadium through the concourse. So just take any one of these stairs up into the portals, and that is where your next stop will be.
Hey, so we're currently at the Mississippi Plaza. So we walked off the field, up the stairs, and now we're where the concessions are and all that kind of stuff. If you didn't know, concessions were recently upgraded this year. They're pretty good. Let's say down here you'll see that there's a big Mississippi paint on the ground, and it shows all 82 counties of Mississippi. And the one with the Mississippi State logo on it is like Tibahaw County, which is where Starkville is located, Mississippi State is located. So you can always point that out on your tours. And then one more thing, all these little flags or banners, whatever you want to call them, hanging from the ceiling over here, those are all famous like Mississippi State football games that we like either won or it was a really close game, all that kind of stuff. And people can donate money to like have their names and the game like hung up on the wall.
Just standing right over there with the plaza, and then if you continue over to the left, you will run into some elevators, and so this is where you're going to want to take your group next to go up to the different suites. We're on the concourse, and now we have gone up to level 1, which is the state level.
Quite beautiful. Okay, so we just walked into the elevator, walk in the little lobby area over here. You keep walking straight down the hallway. On the left, you'll have a conference room. You can point that out. Just like there's some pretty official business that happens in there. And on the right, there's bathrooms. So if you didn't have to go to the bathroom, they can go right here. So there might not be another one for the rest of the tour. So, yeah.
So as you turn the corner from the conference room and bathrooms, along this wall, it just has pictures that is the history of Mississippi State football in chronological order. I actually think it's reverse chronological, so the 1900s are down there, most recently this way.
Right. So now we just passed the big graphic wall. Now we're in the lodge seating. So, or like, the lodge seating is out here. So normally you can go out there. Right now we can't. The doors are all locked, but usually they'll be unlocked so you can get out there. But basically, lodge seating is there's some very, very comfortable chairs. They have a TV for every seat, I believe, and it's like you can tune it to whatever game around the nation you want to, while also watching the game. They're having on Davis Wade Stadium, and then it costs roughly $2,500 per seat, so you can buy it in 4, 6, or 8 seats at a time. So it'll be 10, 15, and 20K for those respectively, and that's not including your season ticket costs, which is $340 more after that. So it's pretty expensive, but it's pretty worth it.
Also on the state level, there are 22 different suites, all down here. The first suite you get to is the President's Box suite, and Dr. Keenum has been known to just give like his suite tickets out to students. So maybe you'll look out one day and get one of those tickets. Also, up here on the suite level, there is like food and drink service throughout the game.
They're usually on tables down this little hallway, but I don't know how to do it with COVID, but usually they'll have like a buffet style food like all the way down the hallway and that way as well.
So after you're finished on the state level, walk back to the elevator and go to the second floor, which is the scoreboard club. And so this is kind of the little entrance or like the lobby once you step out of the elevator.
Okay, so we're in the scoreboard club now. Every ticket to the scoreboard club costs around $1,100 plus the season ticket costs, so like $1,500 total per person, and there's about 1,200 or 1,150 seats available in the scoreboard club. You can either watch it from in here, but it'll pretty much be like on screen, so there's plenty of screen all over the place. But you can also walk outside, go out and these doors to watch it from that level. One fun fact is that out of that door on that side, that's where they shoot the cannon after every touchdown, every score. They shoot a cannon over there. It's pretty cool. I watched it one time. And then you can walk outside and do whatever you want over here.
This is what the scoreboard club looks like. It's set up for classes, so I'm very jealous of the people who get to have class in here, but we're just gonna take a quick little walk through. Like Chinu said, these are the doors you can go out. And honestly, these are probably some of the best seats in the house, which is why they're super expensive, but you can get a really good view of the stadium and the game from out here. And this was designed to be very modern and ultra. So there's some maroon you could see, and then I don't know if you can see it, but like it says Hill State up here. So it's just very modern. And then also the people who have tickets also have access to these private lockers where they can secure their stuff during the football game. After you leave the scoreboard club, once again get on the elevators, and this time press the FL button, which is all the way at the ground floor, and this is where we currently are now.
Okay, so we're in the little lobby area right now. You look on the walls, we have all the Sports Illustrated covers we have. They're pretty much all Dak Prescott because we were really good back then, not that good another time in our history. So our school our football team made the largest or the fastest climb from unranked to #1 in history. It took us only 4 weeks to go from unranked to #1, and that's all on the shoulders of Dak Prescott. So he's a very, very famous person around here. And so we just walked out of the lobby. So now we're in front of the cowbell wall, and actually the exit's right there, so you can put that out. But the cowbell wall here is just pretty much, it says Hail State, made out of cowbells, but some of the cowbells have names on them, and people that have made like significant donations to the north end zone or like renovations of the Davis Wade Stadium, their names are on the cowbells. And if they're silver, it means they get even more money, like a lot of money. If they're like maroon/bronze, like you could say, it's like they donated some, but not as much as the silver ones. So
right behind the cowbell wall, you have our locker room. So that is where the football team is on game days.
Yeah, so we just walked down the hallway. So now we're in the Gridiron Club area where you can watch the game from. So usually the ground is like a football field, it's all green, like turf and everything. But there's a class in here going on. It's not going on, but they have class in here this semester. So it's all set up for that. But the Gridiron Club costs roughly, I think, $700 per ticket plus season tickets, so like $1,000 total per person. And then if you walk out of these doors, you can go onto the field pretty much. It's like you have the best view for anyone because you're right on the field level, watching the game with your own eyes, like right there. And then also after the game, all the players and Pomp Squad, all of them walk past the Gridiron Club, so you can high five them and stuff like that. So it's a pretty cool experience.
So like Chanu was saying, like these are doors. I'm definitely wedged up in an area I probably shouldn't be, but anyway, you can come right out here and like you can watch the game literally at field level. So once again, if you have the opportunity to have these seats, they're just really good and they really just kind of throw you right into the football game and all the action. So after you leave the Gridiron Club, you can walk out those doors that were by the cowbell wall, and that will dump you right out here at the plaza so you can get a closer look at it. And that's the end of the Davis Wade Tour.